Doing a stream of this because if I were to make a video this long, it would take YouTube about 40 centuries for it to upload because YouTube on mobile sucks and it takes a freaking eternity for you to upload anything. One 1 minute short will take about 2 hours to upload. So we're live streaming this because I want to do this video. I wanted to make Xbox and Xbox 360 game collection. I wanted to do it. And see, I got a new setup and everything. Like I got the tripod here. I got a nice little table. I got Pac-Man gummies to prove that I'm a real gamer. Let's do this. These are staying, by the way. Pac-Man gummies stay. That's my proof. The gaming aura is sitting here, and that proves I'm a gamer. So, all right. So, yeah, I'm not really going to do a lot of interaction with commenters on here because I do kind of just want this to be a video and not really a live stream. It was only a live stream again because YouTube sucks. So, anyway, let's get started. So, the first games I'm going to do are the loose discs that are contained in this glorious Xbox case. I think I've had this, probably since, I don't know, 2003 maybe? Very old. I love this. I love this thing. So, starting off with the loose games, the loose Xbox games. Xbox Live Arcade. So, this isn't really well known, but I think a lot of people know about the Xbox 360 Xbox Live Arcade. And this one is roughly the same thing, but is kind of a paperweight nowadays. It is just used as a novelty. This doesn't contain any full games on the disc. It just contains demos, and the demos are pretty poor. They are lots of PopCap games. So you got Bejeweled and Zuma, and they're pretty poor ports of Bejeweled and Zuma. If you bought this came as a pack-in title with some Xboxes, and if you bought this back in the day, it would say, "This includes Miss Pac-Man." And it did, but you need to actually go online, and basically, you needed to go online on the disc, put the disc in, and then the Xbox would go, "Oh yeah, you have this, now you can play Miss Pac-Man." But it's not even on the disc now. So, yeah, kind of just a novelty nowadays, but it's probably pretty cool back in the day. Watch, see, put it back in. Nice. Next up, Mad Dash Racing. This is one of those Xbox games that you can boot it up on the Xbox 360. Very strange. You can boot it up, but it crashes every single time you try and play it. Very odd. Very weird thing that they have with this game. Anyway, this is a pretty fun racing game. I'd say it's very unique, very annoying at times, but I think it can be a lot of fun given the right circumstances. Charles Martinet plays a edgy, wisecracking Italian dragon in this game. I'm going to do this while I loose games. There's not a lot of loose games, so, you know. Okay, so now that was it for the Xbox loose games. Now we're going to do the 360. They're all included in the same case, so I thought I'd just jump to these. Assassin's Creed 3, Disc 1 only. Because Disc 2 is just multiplayer, and that's not a thing anymore. I think Assassin's Creed games are neat on paper. I suck at them, though. So I can't get anywhere in this game. But I do like it. Okay, I'm going to stop showing the, the case. Brave. This is a very forgettable, bland game based on a forgettable and bland movie. So, there you go. Fits. Next up, we got Dance Central 3. I think I do have a Kinect. It's over that away. I think there's maybe 2 songs on this I like. Not really been a big fan. I'm more of a Guitar Hero guy. These dancing games, they don't really give me a lot to offer. But it was $1, so, you know, picked it up. Gears of War 3, still have yet to play 2. I've played 1 on the Xbox One, but I still have yet to play 2. Or Judgment, or 5. It's okay. Yeah, it's nothing much more to say. It's very okay third-person shooter. Don't really have much to say about it. Mass Effect 2, Disc 1 and 2. I barely played it. I like what I played, but I only played about 20 minutes of it. I'll get around to it. I will. I'll get around to it. Someday I will get around to Mass Effect 2. I've also got Mass Effect 3 on the Wii U. Project Gotham Racing 4. This is a pretty good racing game. Pretty standard, I'd say, honestly. It's a fun, standard racing game. But it's got a good track list. It's got Ruby. It's got Here I Come. What was the other songs? Take What You Take. What others? There was one other song. Oh, oh, that's driving me nuts. I'll remember it. Give me a second. I know the lyrics because it's like, but the box locked into the box in hopes he never stops it. Cared to look away. It might get stolen. And that's the last of the boxes. That is going to drive me insane. I will remember it halfway through this stream. Anyway, decent racing game. Nothing in the box. Yeah. Same ones who took away his voice, just like left his instrumentals. That's it, the instrumental. Pure. Disney's Pure. It's okay. It's a decent, you know, ATV game. They were pretty common around this time. Skyrim. OG Skyrim. Definitely don't play this version of the game nowadays. There's so many better versions of Skyrim. But it's Skyrim. You know? It's Skyrim. There's not much you can really say about it nowadays. I mean, it's a good game, but not really one that I play a lot. And that's it. That is the whole case. So let's move on. Sorry, let me take a swig of my 7-Up. Okay. So next up is the Xbox box games. ATV Quad Power Racing 2. This is a very fun racing game, very arcadey. It's just tons of fun. It's definitely one of those games that you kind of just play for, you know, an hour. Move on to another game, come back an hour later, and have as much fun as you just did the first hour. It is a very, very fun racing game. Oh, man. I've got so many of these games. This pile to the left of me is probably going to become just insane by the time this is over. Dead or Alive 3. I haven't played a lot of Dead or Alive games. I own 3. I own 5 Last Round. And at some point I do want to get the 3DS one. But this is fun. I like this. It's a fun Dead or Alive game. Halo 2. Definitely my favorite Halo game. Beaten it twice. Yeah, it's great. Great game. Gotta love the music. And along with that, I also have Halo 2 Limited Collector's Edition for 49 cents. Yeah. So this was, it's usually would have the main game inside, but this one just includes the bonus disc, which is why it's 49 cents. But I already have the main game, so it doesn't matter now. And yeah, the Limited Collector's Edition disc includes just some minor stuff. It's like some Xbox Live. I think it includes like extra levels for Xbox Live and some behind-the-scenes stuff and bonus footage and an art gallery or something. It's neat. It's a neat little thing to go along with it, especially Halo 2 being my favorite Halo game. I think it goes along with it nice. Halo Combat Evolved. Remember, these are all alphabetically, so that's why Combat Evolved is after Halo 2. Xbox 360 compatible. Gamer's Paradise. I know that's a place. I looked it up, but but it's so funny how that's actually a place. Welcome to Gamer's Paradise. Yeah, over the years, Halo has. Oh, something really cool is with my copy of the game. I bought this online. It actually comes with the PC manual, not the Xbox manual. It's kind of neat. Never seen the PC manual before. Never seen a PC manual, period, because I don't buy PC games. But yeah, over the years, my opinion on Halo has kind of slowly gotten a little bit worse. Originally, I loved it, and now it's kind of like a little less love. I still really like it, though. It's a great game. A very faded copy of Intellivision Lives. This is supposed to be green, by the way, and it's turned into like a weird pinkish color. You can see the Xbox logo up. Okay, well, I don't really. The camera doesn't really have I don't really have much room, but the Xbox logo is like light green when it's supposed to be dark green, so very sun faded. This is not a very good collection of games. See, even the disc is sun faded. Like, what happened to this guy? There you go. See, that's what it's supposed to look like. So, like, dark green. Yeah, it's like night and day. Yeah, not a very good collection. I think that really comes down to the games that are included. Who's going to play baseball nowadays? Who's going to play basketball? Who's going to play football? And the fact that these controllers, they try to do a roundabout way of getting them to work on the Xbox, and it doesn't work well. The only things I will say are genuinely good: the behind-the-scenes stuff. They got some behind-the-scenes videos with the actual programmers of each individual game. Not each individual, but a few of them, and they're pretty cool. Kung Fu Chaos. Annoying at times, but very fun most of the time. It's a fun fighting game. Well worth the, like, $25 I paid for it. It's probably one of the most expensive... Actually, no, this is the most expensive game. Loons, The Fight for Fame. I think I paid $30 for this. This is a very annoying party game at times, but at times it can be fun. You can find fun in it, but for the most part, it's a pretty annoying fighting game. But I do like the style here. It's made to look like a movie poster. It's neat stuff. It's an Xbox exclusive. I think a PS2 version was in the works, but it never came out. Max Payne with the classic the classic GameStop characters. Max Payne's a great game, and it's well worth the $1 that I paid for it. Yeah, I enjoy it. However, I will probably never get around to playing Max Payne 2. I don't think I ever will. I like Max Payne 1, but I don't really care to play the second one. Midway Arcade Treasures includes over 20 classic arcade games. Now, luckily, this selection is, like, incredible. You've got really the big ones, Joust, Rampage, Defender. I like Paperboy. Don't really like Gauntlet. But, Robotron's awesome. Freaking love Robotron. I mean, you've seen me play this. I made a video on my channel. Go watch that video if you want to know how good this is. But, great collection. Project Gotham Racing 2. This is one of those things where it's really only enjoyable for a certain thing. This is, to be fair, this is a very pretty Xbox game. This game looks gorgeous. Sometimes you would think it's an Xbox 360 game with how good the graphics are here. The only problem is it's very dull. The music is just kind of like quiet, and it is just racing. Nothing really special. I think Project Gotham Racing 4 does a great job of, varying up the environments enough to really make it a lot more enjoyable. And of course, the soundtrack, you're listening to some just, like, as the kids would say, bangers. But this one is just nothing, really. The main fun of it, at least when I used to have it on my original Xbox, was importing your own songs and having them play in the game. So you could listen to Scott Pilgrim versus the World music, or Shantae Half Genie Hero, or Hanson, the best game ever made. But now, that Xbox you see down there, it's a little bit broken. It will not read CDs. I have tried many, many times throughout the year or so that I've owned it, and it will not read CDs. So this is very boring to play now. And I probably will never play it again. Sega GT 2002 and Jet Set Radio Future. Mostly bought it for Jet Set Radio Future. I bet most people buy this just for Jet Set Radio Future. It's a lot cheaper than just buying Jet Set Radio Future on its own. This on its own is about 40. I paid 12 for this dual pack. Yeah, Sega GT is nothing to write home about. It's just a very basic racing game, but Jet Set Radio Future is awesome. Much better than Jet Set Radio 1. So, good stuff there. Sorry, gotta get another sip of 7-Up. All right. Shrek. All new environments, plus new characters designed by Todd McFarlane. Good for him. This is very weird. I think many people on the internet have kind of shown off by now that this is a very strange game. It has nothing to do with the film. It is probably made at a very early time when, like before the film, whenever the film was in pre-production. No Mike Myers voice, no voice for Shrek at all, actually. Very weird, but I love the contrast of green and purple. Old Shrek products have that. Shrek products based off the first movie, toys and stuff like that, have purple and green, and they really match. They look really nice. Sorry, this is me. Anyway, this game sucks, by the way. I can't get anywhere in that game. It is Soul Calibur 2, my favorite Soul Calibur game. And probably one of my favorite fighting games, period. I love Soul Calibur 2. I love playing as Spawn. That's the guy I made, Spawn. But no, seriously, just fantastic game. I love Soul Calibur 2. Yeah, pretty good. Never played Soul Calibur 3 and 4, you will see later. And I used to have 5, but I don't have that anymore. Star Wars Battlefront 2, a classic game. This is not my original copy, sadly, but I did have a copy of this game for the Xbox for a very, very long time. And I absolutely love this game. I cannot tell you how many hours I've played of this on both the Xbox and the 360, from my various consoles to my 2 copies of this game. But it's just awesome. I love Star Wars Battlefront 2. Good old GameStop characters coming again for Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. This game kind of sucks. It is an action game that is brutally challenging. And just, it becomes really not fun. And I'm so glad that I'm not the only one that thinks that. I'm glad I finally looked this up on, Backlogged one day and found out, oh, hey, other people also find this really challenging. And yeah, it just becomes not really a lot of fun when a game is just, when a God of War style game is that challenging. It's just like, who cares? Luckily, there are cheat codes, so there's something. But yeah, not really that much fun. Star Wars The Clone Wars and Tetris Worlds. I mainly bought this for Tetris Worlds, because it's Tetris. And this game was like $2. It's one of the cheapest Xbox games I've ever seen. Never played Star Wars The Clone Wars. Maybe I'll get around to it. I don't know. And Tetris Worlds is Tetris. So, there you go. The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Good movie, bad game. Not very fun at all. The only kind of neat thing is that this is made by Traveler's Tales pre-Star Wars, pre-Lego Star Wars. And it feels a lot like a Lego game. The way the camera movements are set, the way you collect stuff, it feels a lot. The action, it's almost like this was either beta Lego or maybe this didn't release right after Lego. I don't know, but it's very much like they had the gameplay loop set before Lego. The Fairly Odd Parents Break Into Rules. I love this game. I really do. I know it's kind of pretty standard at times. It's a lot of walking around. But I love the art style. And I like the cool gadgets. I like the final boss that they spoil right on the back of this box. It's a fun game. I like it a lot. The Incredibles with Xbox Live functionality. And what is this? Well, you get like one new battle arena via DLC. This game is kind of a mixed bag. I've definitely played a lot of it over the years, from my original from my GameCube version, then my Xbox version. I've definitely played a lot of it. It's also insanely challenging and really, really aggravating. But at the same time, I've played a lot of it. So, I don't know. Maybe I just love pain. The Incredibles Rise of the Underminer. It's a fun little beat 'em up. Yeah. Nothing super special. It's just a decent beat 'em up. The Simpsons Hit and Run. I paid like $50 for this game, if you can believe it. But it's got the original manual, full color too. So you get to see a picture of Ralph picking his nose. I mean, what can you say? This game's awesome. I love Hit and Run. Well worth the $50. The SpongeBob movie game. Has its problems, but I love it. I love it. I hate beating this game. I hate it. It is one of the most grueling and annoying experiences trying to beat this game that you will ever play. Some of those bonus Goofy Goober tokens that you're forced to collect to beat the game are just ruthless, and they aggravated me to no end. Trying to beat it on my original PS2 version, which I don't have that anymore. But still a fun game. I've played a lot of this over and over and over and over again over the years. ToeJam and Earl 3 Mission to Earth. Yeah, it's neat. It's a neat little fully 3D take on ToeJam and Earl. What can you say? It's fun. I like it. Gets a little boring at times, but I still think that it's fun. Tony Hawk's Underground. I know this is seen as like the best in the series, but I have only played a few hours of it. What I do know, though, was kind of neat. Not this copy, but my previous copy a friend gave to me on my birthday. And I wasn't the one that played it. However, my one of my friends who was there at the birthday party with me was like, "Oh, check this out." And he just did like this massive combo that, like, I think it's fairly easy to do now, but at the time I was like, "Holy crap, how'd you just do that?" And yeah, I bet he was actually pretty good. We never got to see him do like a mission, but I bet he was actually pretty good. But I've only played, like an hour of it. I plan to play more at some point in the future, but I don't know when that'll be. Oh, now we are on to the Xbox 360 games. So the whole reason that I have the Xbox 360 up there is the digital games will come after the box games. Because I got to reposition the camera for the digital games. So anyway, now for the boxed Xbox 360 games, Bulletstorm Epic Edition. Gears of War 3 beta invitation included. Oh yeah. I think I've played like 5 minutes of this game. It looks neat. I don't know. Maybe I'll get around to playing more of it at some point. Ugh. Disgusting new GameStop box. So bland. But what we have here is Cars Made International, which is a fun sequel to Cars. Just more Cars, basically. It's made less than 1 year later, and it just more Cars. Disney Infinity 3.0. This version has some issues when trying to run it, which makes sense as a 2015 Xbox 360 game. But yeah, it's still fun. I like it more than 2.0, which is something. So, yeah. But 1.0 will always reign. Disneyland Adventures. This game sucks. Specifically this version. So this is a Kinect game. Very obviously it's a Kinect game, and it's one that really, the controls suck, and I know that's very obvious for Kinect games, but this one, like, to walk forward, you have, like, this is your legs. To walk forward, you have to go like this, You have to like step forward, and my Kinect will just never recognize it. It'll either walk in like a different direction or, something like that. It's really annoying. And on top of that, it's just like kind of a whatever game. But this got ported to Xbox One, so play that one if you want. And otherwise, though, I mean, it is a very just kind of whatever game. You just talk to Disney characters, do some stuff. Whatever. Disney Universe. It's okay. I actually bought the DLC. Whenever the 360 was about to go down, I kind of panicked and bought a lot of stuff. And one of that included like the Phineas and Ferb DLC, the Nightmare Before Christmas DLC, couple of DLCs for this game. And the game is just okay. So maybe I could have just avoided buying those DLCs and everything would have ended up perfectly. Who knows? Fantasia Music Evolved. This is a great game. I gotta admit, I mean, Harmonix, you did it again, folks. You did it again. You made a great rhythm game. I think more people should really know about this game because this is a really fun rhythm game. As this glorious silhouette of a human shows, you know, basically you hit notes by going like whoosh, 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 and it's like kind of like Fruit Ninja but with music, and it's actually a lot of fun. It's pretty cool. The graphics are cool too, actually. Merlin the magician says like, "Hey, can you do music thingies?" And you're like, "Okay," and then that's the game. Generator Rex, Agent of Providence. I just beat this like again this morning. I did a review, or I reviewed it on Backlogged. It's a fun beat 'em up. It is a decent, fun beat 'em up. It's decent, short. That like short, sweet, and to the point. Beat 'em up. Also, it is funny. It's like fight alongside Bobo Haha. If you have no idea who Bobo Haha is, you would be so confused. Like I understand, like take on Evos and stop evil Van Clyce. Okay, like I get that. But fight alongside Bobo Haha. What? I've never seen the show, but obviously I know who Bobo Haha is because I played this game multiple times. But and I will get around to watching Generator X. I will. I just have to buy it on DVD, which trying to find a DVD of Generator X in this day and age is very challenging. Green Lantern, Rise of the Manhunters. This is a very aggravating beat 'em up. The enemies are very annoying to deal with, and it's not a ton of fun. I'd say at its best, you can find some enjoyment. At its worst, you will be ripping your hair out because these enemies are just so freaking annoying. They love to cancel out of your combos, and they just throw in like a ton of them at once, and most of them take like an eternity to defeat. It's just, yeah. I think all of that combines to a point where the game just becomes mid. Just like really mid. Oh, and that's enough for pile 1. So pile 2, Halo 3. So you might think I love Halo 2. What my opinions of Halo 3 are, and sadly to this day I have not played it. I played one level, and that's it. And I know that like it's the best in the series, or considered one of the best at least. And I do want to get around to it. It's just haven't gotten around to it. But it looks great. I watched that video of the day one Halo pickup where they, the one. Just look up like Halo 3 launch or Halo 3 midnight release. Just look that up. It's a great video. But I know that it's probably incredible, and I just need to get around to playing it. One thing that does annoy me, and it's kind of one of the things that, one of the reasons I haven't played it, is that I play all Halo games on easy, because I'm a baby, and I can't get past normal mode. Well, Halo 3 punishes you for being a baby by having no achievements unlock when you're on easy. No story mode achievements. You have to be on normal. And I love achievements when playing games. I know there's a lot of people that don't care. I care. I love that kind of dopamine of unlocking a new achievement. So having nothing unlock while playing Halo 3, even after playing let's say, an annoying mission or a long mission, that's like, it definitely leads me to go like, you know what, I'll just play a game that has achievements then, rather than playing this. Halo 3 ODST, never really got into. I know there's a lot of people that like it. I played it once with my brother and my dad. And that was a really fun experience playing it 3-player. Playing it single player, just never got into it. Not bad, just not for me. Halo 4, I know everybody hates this game, and I understand why, but you know what? I liked it. I actually liked it a lot. I like the faster movement. I like the new weapons. The new weapons are pretty cool. The graphics are incredible. You can mistake this for being an Xbox One game. It looks beautiful. And I like the storyline with Cortana and John. So what can I say? I like it. Another Halo game I like is Reach. I'm just the weird one. I'm the weird one that likes the out there games that people don't like in the Halo franchise. Because I also think Halo 5, while it's mid, I still had fun with it. So yeah, I'm just the weird one that likes the weird Halo games. But no, I do like Reach a lot, actually. I really liked my playthrough, and I'll probably be playing through it again recently. My first playthrough was on PC, so I've got a bunch of achievements that I can get by playing it on Xbox now, and I will probably play it again. Halo Wars. There you go. Halo Wars. I literally have never played the story mode, not even one mission, but I am really into skirmishes, just starting up a one match and then playing it and then finishing it and moving on. That is really fun, and I played a lot of skirmishes. It's a fun game. Kinect Adventures. It's a decent little game, I guess. That minigame's fun. That minigame is okay. That minigame kind of sucks. You know, it's fine, I guess. For a pack-in title. Kinect Sports, Season 1. I don't have Season 2. I never liked Season 2, so I sold it. It's a decent sports game. I will say, though, okay, bowling sucks. I don't like bowling at all. I would much rather actually use a Wii remote and bowl. Same thing for tennis. It just feels really awkward not having anything in your hand. And these other ones are kind of the same way. But boxing. This boxing in this game is genuinely great. Better than Wii Sports in almost every aspect. It is so much fun to play boxing in this game. So if you want to get Kinect Sports, it's dirt cheap. Play it for boxing. It's a really, genuinely one of the best video game boxing experiences that you will ever play. And everybody's favorite Kinect. This is just the Kinect area because there's a lot of Kinect games. They all start with the word Kinect. Kinect Star Wars. It's okay. I think a lot of people give it too much crap because of the dancing. But it's a fine little action game. Dancing's goofy. But, you know, it's fine. It's whatever. Kung Fu Panda 2. Probably one of the worst Kinect games I've played. I got into this weird phase where I bought a bunch of Kinect games back to back. Yeah, this is a really, really bad. Use your voice to summon the Furious Five for assistance. Nice. It is just a very bad. It's literally just. It is. A character will. Oh, a character's about to punch you, so you, like, put your hand up to block him. And then you go like this to punch him. And then you do that over and it's basically just a quick time. It is an entire game filled with quick time events. It is just, you know, block, punch, block down here, block down here, block down here, block up here, punch. Okay, move on. And then that's it. And then you get like 4 million loading screens. It is like 1 2-minute long quick time event and then a 3-minute long loading screen. You learn some new move, which, I don't know, you learn like a jump kick by just kicking in front of you. And then you go back to like a 2-minute long fighting sequence, and then another one. It is infuriating to play. I played this once, and I sat through an hour of it. About half of that was loading screens, and just tutorials on how to do this new move. It sucked. It's a really bad game. Lego Batman 3. It's decent. It's another Lego game. And there's a lot of them. Believe me, this isn't the end. Lego Jurassic World, my favorite Lego game ever made. Love the Jurassic Park series. Lego game's great. Best Lego game. Lego Marvel's Avengers, decent. Another Lego game. Lego Star Wars 3, pretty weird. It's a weird Lego game, but I like it. So, there's that. Weird how they would make a game based off only the first 2 seasons of the Clone Wars. Or is it 3 seasons? I think it's the first 3 seasons. Lego Lord of the Rings. I like this one a lot, actually. It's a great Lego game. At first, I was a little bit iffy on it, but I played through it. My first playthrough was kind of a little bit iffy. Played through it again, and I really liked it a lot more the second time around. It's a lot of fun. Madagascar Escape to Africa. You know, it's all right. It's a fun little licensed game. Beaten it a lot of times. Lots of achievements. That's what I love. They just give you achievement after achievement in that game. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Great game. 361 is the best version. Yeah, it's just a really, really fun, what is it, like Gauntlet, I guess, style beat 'em up. But yeah, pretty cool. It's got a lot of characters I like. Monsters vs. Aliens. I have this on PS3, but the PS3 version asks you to shake your controller, and I only have 2 third-party controllers, and both of them do not have shaking, so I literally cannot play the game. So I had to buy the 360 version. It's a fun game. Debatably better than the movie. Plants vs. Zombies, the best port of... Ooh, that's a very faded sticker. A really great port of Plants vs. Zombies. I can't play. Like, it's hard to go back for me because of how good of a port this is. And, of course, you got Peggle and Zuma as well. But, great game. Love Plants vs. Zombies. Love that game. Puss in Boots, debatably worse than Kung Fu Panda. Maybe not, I don't know. But this was one that also released on Wii. And again, like a quick time event simulator. You just, one character walks up to you, and you attack them when you can, and dodge when you can't, and then move on to the other guy. And it is just boring and just nothing. It is so basic. And hey, guess what? Both games are developed by THQ. So what do you know? And maybe Blitz Games as well. Let me see. You know what? We are so far down the list, I'm not going to go and check. But yeah, just bad. Rabbids Alive and Kicking. So this is a minigame collection, as you would expect, but it is a bad minigame collection. Not, I guess not like horrific, but yeah, most of these minigames are not fun. So, Sega Superstars Tennis and Xbox Live Arcade. So I love Sega Superstars Tennis. I've played like, God, I don't know how many hours I've played of Sega Superstars Tennis. Best tennis game ever made. And then you got Xbox Live Arcade, which I can't tell you how much I have played Pac-Man Championship Edition on here. I love that game. And I also played a ton of Uno. I do have Uno. It came free with your Xbox. Skylanders Imaginators, the last Skylanders game and a 2016 Xbox 360 game. It's fine. Kind of ended on a bland, kind of forgettable note. But, you know, I like the new Skylanders. They're big. They have these huge bases. They're pretty cool. I like the look of them. And you get to play as Crash Bandicoots. That's cool. Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Feat with Banjo-Kazooie. You gotta say the full title. One of the best kart racing games I've ever played. It's this and Sonic Racing. They're like tied with me. I love Sonic Racing now, Cross Worlds. But this one is just so much fun. I've played a ton of it. Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie in there. That makes it even better. Just a fantastic game. Just so much fun. everyone's favorite Sonic Freeriders. Hello, Internet. I'm the Sonic Freeriders defender here. Um, no, I'm kidding. uh, I I do like certain aspects about this game. It looks great. Um, I do like using the board. You know, kind of being in a board shape. It also kills my back. And I think the main issue with it is that you look at like Connect Adventures and even like Kung Fu Panda 2 and Puss in Boots. What do they have in common? You're not doing much. You look at Connect Adventures. What do you do in the ball minigame? Oh, you just slap your hand and kick your leg. That's about all you do. What do you do in the river ride minigame from Connect Adventures? You just kind of shuffle. You just kind of shuffle around and jump. That's all you do. This game asks you to not only go sideways, which the Kinect has a very hard time tracking you when you're sideways. It's really best if you play with your, horizontally where the camera is facing you like this. So not only do you have to swap to a position where the Kinect really has a hard time detecting where you are, but you also have to do a bunch of stuff like leaning and moving your arms to collect rings and jumping and swimming, waving your arms like crazy to swim. And it's just, the Kinect wasn't made for it. That is the main issue. It is a good game at the surface, but the Kinect was not designed for this many movements. It really, they really needed to make like a revision of the Kinect that could really track your body movement much better. Though there is a good game at this game's core. There is something good. It's just technology wasn't there. Sonic Generations, you already know my thoughts on this game. It's incredible. I've streamed the Shadow Generations game 4 times. Speedran this game twice on stream. Just, you already know my thoughts. It's a great game. It's an incredible game. Sonic Unleashed. Oh, sweet, an official NBA. This is just a spare box I had around because my original box. I mean, even this box already looks kind of gross, but my original box was just like torn to shreds because I bought this at a garage sale. It's a bit rocky, but overall I do have a lot of fun. Lots of fun playing this, both the Werehog and the Sonic stages. But like I said, it's also very, very, it's like a roller coaster with this game. Soul Calibur 4 with Yoda. I usually main this character. Yeah, it's a good Soul Calibur game, not as good as 2. Why is this so dusty? What the heck? Like, I have this sitting in a shelf like this, because I have this kind of like vertical shelf. So why is this thing so dusty? What happened to it? Weird. The other games weren't dusty. Star Wars The Clone Wars Republic Heroes. It is a okay action game. People say it's like one of the worst things ever. It's really not. It is just a mediocre, 2-player beat 'em up action-y game. You know the drill. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I enjoy this game. I totally understand why somebody wouldn't. This game is very cheap, very short. The voice acting, for some reasons, like a lot of the lines are just blown out. Like they sound horrible, and it's just a very basic beat 'em up. Kind of feels like it was made 10 years prior. But I enjoy it. I've already Let's Played it. You can go watch my Let's Play. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Danger of the Ooze. This is a very annoying Metroidvania. There are so many good ideas here that they throw in, and then they are like all failed. Just it's so close to being a good game. Just WayForward kind of just dropped the ball on this one. The Amazing Spider-Man. In my opinion, one of the best Spider-Man games ever made. I really love what they did here. I really love the open worlds. One of the best open worlds in any Spider-Man game I've played. I love how you can collect comic book pages. That's a ton of fun. This is in my opinion a just incredible Spider-Man game. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, however, is not. This game is really bad. No, I'm kidding. It's not super bad. It's just, it's definitely a giant step down from the first Amazing Spider-Man, and it's okay. Tomb Raider. We're nearing the end of the physical boxes. Tomb Raider. Uh, it's okay, I guess. I say I guess because I've only played about 30 minutes of it. I'll get around to it. I'll get around to it. Transformers: Rise of the Dark Spark. Yeah. This game's okay, I guess. I mean, it's got its issues, and I think a lot of people give it way too much hate. Because at the end of the day, it's okay. It's just an okay game. Tron Evolution. It's an okay game. Never seen the movie. Probably never will. Tron Ares looks awesome. I will be watching that on Thursday. Viva Pinata Party Animals. It's kind of neat. It's a fun take on the series. You go from doing a race to doing a mini game and then doing that over and over again until you, beat the little set that you're on. It's a neat game. Every weekend on 4Kids TV. Yeah, I think many people know 4Kids for like Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, and around this time, 4Kids was basically dead. So it's no wonder that this got, I think, less than a season on 4Kids, and then it shut down. So most people don't even know the show exists. Never watched it. I haven't heard very many good things. And finally, the last boxed game, U-Star 2 in the movies. This game, I gotta admit, is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. It's the scene selection is not great. I will definitely give it that. The scene selection is very iffy. The scenes specifically that they chose, some of them are kind of boring to play. I know the Rocky one has Rocky talking to Mick. He's like on the stairs, and it's just this long kind of like 4 paragraph thing that you just have to read off really quickly, and that's not a lot of fun, especially when you're like, you know, watching back the footage. You're like, oh, that's just me reading off a script, like reading off like a 4 paragraph script really fast because that's how he says it in the movie, and but some of these are really cool, and the 300 one. You get the This is Sparta scene. That's a ton of fun to play. Um, Norbit's here somewhere. It's on the box somewhere. Norbit is here, and there's one you get to play a Norbit scene. Plus hundreds more available for download on Xbox Live. Wish I knew that. Wish I knew that before I bought this. Like, I wish I bought this game like a year ago so that I could see what other ones are available. Because I would totally buy more. This is so much fun. I love how the game does. The game with most Kinect games, they kind of stop whenever you're out of bounds. This game doesn't. You can go as far close to the camera as you possibly can, or you could just leave the camera. So there's times where you could just like walk off, and then it would just be like the character is talking to a brick wall, or you could get super close and you could look like a giant. So it's just a ton of fun to goof off with. Okay, let's get those out of here. So that is it for the boxed games. Let me reposition the camera real quick. Get it up higher. There we go. And let's get started with the digital games. There's not a ton of them, so it won't be as long. But here we go. So with the Xbox 360, something kind of neat is that I really like collecting achievements. I think you could tell by how I was talking about some of those games. So every time I'm like, man, I want to recollect achievements, I make a new profile. So that is not my original profile, but my original one is lost to the ether. I've lost the password, I've lost the email, I've lost everything about it. The name was Warmish Rabbit. It was one that I made in like 2008. So, but this is like the oldest one in the past, 6 years when I got my 360 again. And then there's another one, and then another one, and then another one. Because I just really love achievements. So you got like 19,000, 39,000. That's because that's my profile that I use on Xbox One. And then 6,000 because I just made this like maybe last year, early this year. Anyway, let's Do you like this homepage, by the way? This sucks. This is the post Xbox Live being delisted. This is what it looks like now. It's like a husk. Like, what is this? What is this layout? I like the older layout. Okay, anyway. So we got Aegis Wing, which is a free game. It's kind of neat. It was made by a few interns at Xbox. Alice Madness Returns. Haven't played a lot, but I do want to play more. Assault Heroes, never played. Actually, no, I have. Assault Heroes 2 is backwards compatible, so I didn't buy it, but Assault Heroes 1 is, so I did. It was, again, when the Xbox Live got notified that it was being delisted, I rushed out to buy as many as many Xbox digital games as I could. Avatar: The Burning Earth. It's a fun little action game. A lot of people give it a lot of hate, and I don't really understand why. I think at the end of the day, it's just mediocre. But most people play this version because the game only has, I think, 5 achievements, and all they are is reach a combo of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And reaching a combo of 50 is pretty easy to do, and I think each one is like 100 gamer score. It is it is the weirdest thing possible. Only 5 achievements just for doing combos, and they all give you just a crap ton of gamer score. So most people actually play the 360 version, get those 5 achievements, and then stop and never play the game again. It's kind of funny. I think that's why the 360 version is more expensive than any other version of the game. Bionic Commando Rearmed 2. I haven't really played much. It's okay. Burnout Revenge. Sadly not on the PS2. But fantastic game. Used to have this on the Xbox. If you watch my VHS gameplay, you'll know that I used to have this on the Xbox. But I got the 360 version. And yeah, it's a fun game. Cars 2. It's good. I like it. I used to have it on, like, I think I've had it on many different consoles at this point. Just kind of flip-flopping between, like, the Wii, 360. Probably had it on the PS3 at some point if it released on that. Yeah, it's a fun little game. Castle Evolution is incredible. It's a great... Genuinely, this is a great game. I'm surprised more people don't talk about it. It is a great remake. It's just incredible. Okay, so here, really quick, because I noticed a few people are commenting. This actually wasn't meant to be a stream, but whenever you record videos on YouTube and then try and upload them, it takes a really long time for them to upload. And by really long time, I mean like 3 days for a video that's this long. So I made it into a live stream. So if you're wondering, like, why are you making a live stream just showcasing your collection? That's why. Thanks for saying I have a really nice voice. You're the second person to say I have that. I do remember Burnout Paradise. I did not play a lot of it. I think I played about an hour. I had it on PS3 first, then I had it on Switch. And I just couldn't really get into it. Burnout Revenge is a lot more fast-paced, mission-based than Burnout Paradise. I didn't really like the open world that much. Castlevania Mirror of Fate, never played it. It was free with Xbox Live for 1 month. I got it, and then I never played it. Dungeons & Dragons, pretty fun beat 'em up, kind of annoying to play now, but I did get to play this in an arcade, which is pretty cool. That was fun. I got to play it with my dad and my brother. Condemned, I think I bought this right after watching Pyrocynical's video for the first time. I was like, alright, I'll buy it. And yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Costume Quest, never played. I bought it on sale one day, and then I just never got around to it. Daytona USA is fantastic. It is genuinely awesome. Go play it. It's backwards compatible. Go play it. Don't play the Saturn version. But like the Dreamcast version, arcade... Actually, the Dreamcast version, don't play that either, because the Dreamcast version has a different soundtrack. And I like the arcade soundtrack more, and this is just a port of the arcade version, but it's fantastic. Epic Mickey 2 is actually a game that I have it on Wii, and when I bought this, I forgot I had it on Wii. So it was on sale for $5, and I'm like, oh, I haven't played that in years. And then I looked, I have a loose copy of it, so I I wouldn't see it on the shelf, but I was looking through my loose games and went like, oh, I have a Wii copy of this. I didn't know that. Um, it's fine. It is a perfectly fine game. It's worse than the first game, but yeah, use the second analog stick for the pointer. Unlike Rebrushed did it much better, where the camera and the pointer are like tied to the same analog stick, so that's nice. But this game has it to where you have a second circle on screen that you move along, and it's kind of iffy. Doom, gotta love Doom. I've had this version of Doom for years, way before it got the 1+2 version that came out recently. 360 Doom was what I used. What's what I played a lot. Doritos Crash Course. It's free. It's still up on Xbox. Backwards compatible. Great game. I remember hours and hours of playing this with family. It was like a ton of fun. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed 2. I haven't played a lot of it, but I played a couple hours and I enjoyed what I played. Fruit Ninja Connect. One of those games where when Xbox was getting delisted, I quickly snatched up as many Xbox Live games as I could, and Fruit Ninja Connect is a great version of Fruit Ninja. Like, honestly, the best version. It is shocking that how well it works. I would rather play it over the mobile version. I'd rather play it over arcade. What else did Fruit Ninja actually release on? Don't know. But it's just a fantastic version, and sadly, it's Xbox Live Arcade only. So nowadays, it's unaccessible. Hardcore Uprising. Never played it. I watched the Rebel Taxi video, bought it because it was on sale, and then never got around to playing it. Hydro Thunder Hurricane is awesome. Genuinely awesome. Tons of hours spent playing the trial of the game. I was too young to actually buy the game. Like, I just didn't have money at the time. But I've played a ton of it now. And now, ever since I bought it, I've played a ton of it. It's just absolutely incredible. It's weird how they never brought back the series for a third game. It just stopped at Hydro Thunder Hurricane. It's a great game. Now, this is my favorite game, the demo of Ice Age 3 with the classic Xbox Live. We do not have a picture. Insert picture here. It's one of two demos I only have on this console because I weirdly have a lot of nostalgia playing this demo. It was like this and the Surf's Up demo, and Surf's Up got delisted way before Ice Age 3 did, so I grabbed the Ice Age 3 demo. Ikaruga, really fun, cannot get past the third stage. Just, that's where it ends, but I really do like it. Injustice, I own this on PS4, and that's the version that I play the most of. This version came free when COVID happened. They were just offering it for free, so here it is. I have it. I've never played the 360 version. I just play the PS4 version. Joyride Turbo was, why did I buy this game? I don't know why I bought this game. I've never even played it. I have no idea. Moving on. Kung Fu Panda Showdown of Legendary Legends. This is a decent Smash Bros. Clone. But the main reason I bought it, I had it on Wii U at the time, but the main reason I bought it is, I love this cover art, by the way. So you see the little panda on the bottom right of the cover art? He's not in the game, he's DLC. For some reason, this Kung Fu Panda game has like 20 DLC packs of different characters and different costumes. I have no idea why. Like, this do you think kids would actually go out and buy these DLC? So when Xbox Live was being able, like, saying that it was going to be delisted, Kung Fu Panda had already been this game had already been delisted from the PS3 and the Wii U, but for some reason the 360 version was left up with all the DLC. So I was just like, okay, let me buy all the DLC, because you can't even play as like Oogway. I think Oogway's a DLC fighter, and it's like, why? I think like there are primary characters from this franchise that are DLC for some stupid reason. So yeah, all those DLC characters are inaccessible. It's just so dumb. Not even that great of a game. Like I said, just decent. But I wanted those DLC characters. Lead Me's. I was looking for unique Connect games at the time, and the Xbox Live was shutting down. So I said, sure, because there was a lot of Kinect games on the Xbox Live Arcade that kind of vary in quality, but this was the one that looked the most interesting to me. You use your arms to lead little characters to the other side of the screen, and it's kind of basic, but it has some like puzzly elements to it, and it will hurt your arms after about 5 minutes. So, yeah, there you go. Lego Batman. Oh wow. Sorry, give me a second. I gotta drink my 7-Up. Hold on. My throat just like died on me. Lego Batman. It is great. I love Lego Batman. Probably one of the best Lego games I've ever played. It's just a classic for me. Mark this day in the history books. The original trilogy. I don't really see what the big hubbub is about about episodes 4, 5, and 6 on Lego form. Aside from it being released on 9/11, it's apparently a ton of people have nostalgia with this, which is cool if you do. I thought they were fine, but there are, like, in my opinion, many better Lego games that you can play. I have my issues with the original trilogy, and the same going goes for the complete saga. I like the original episodes 1, 2, and 3. I've played those a ton. But again, it's just hard for me to play episodes 4, 5, and 6. I feel like they all have really bad issues with them, but I do like the changes that the complete saga did. Lego Indiana Jones 2, known for being the one Lego game that John Burton, the head of Traveler's Tales, did not want to make and still feels a little bit disappointed. This game is a huge mixed bag, and there's a reason for it. They didn't want to make it, but LucasArts was pushing them to make another Lego Indiana Jones game. So instead of making just kind of like a half-assed effort, they decided to have it be a testing ground for all these weird ideas. So they have like mini levels, which people didn't like the mini level. They kind of took a lot of feedback from Lego Indiana Jones 2 and worked it into other Lego games. So they had levels that were like just fight scenes, and not many people liked that, so they scrapped that. They had these super short, like 5 to 10 minute levels. People didn't really like that, so they scrapped that. They had the driving levels. People didn't really like. One thing though that stuck was the level creator, and that's what led to Lego Worlds. So, if Lego Indiana Jones 2 didn't exist, we wouldn't have Lego Worlds. Lego Pirates. It's a good Lego game, just decent. Mini Ninjas. I think I played an hour of this. I bought it like years ago. I don't know how long ago I bought this. This was one of my original 360 games that I bought digitally. Barely played it. MX vs. ATV Alive, another Xbox Live Gold game. I don't really like it that much. I much prefer Unleashed. That's the one I like the most. MX Unleashed or just MX vs. ATV Unleashed. But don't really care for Alive that much. Nights into Dreams is fantastic. Just an incredible game. It got delisted from Steam, sadly, but it's still on Xbox One. I think it's a great game. Absolutely fantastic. Pac-Man: The Ghostly Adventures 2 is okay. I think it's about on par with the first game. They're both just decent platformers, decently made, quality platformers, but kind of, they have quality to them. You can tell that they're well made. They're just okay platformers. Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds. I think I bought this because it was $3. Like, not on sale. It was just normally $3. But it's fun. I've never played Phantom Breaker, like, the actual game. I've only played Battlegrounds, but it's a fun game. Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. I had the trial of this game for, like, 10 years, and I just kept playing it over and over again, and I loved it. And eventually I finally bought it. Because the trial game pretty much gives you most of what you'd want to play. It just gives you like 6 rounds, or not 6 rounds, like 3 rounds, which, again, it's a puzzle game. I mean, 3 rounds is kind of enough, and that's what it was for a while. But eventually I was like, okay, I really want to buy this game. And it's a great game. I love Super Puzzle Fighter. Tons of fun. Rayman 3 HD. It's Rayman 3. I have more nostalgia for the PS2 version, but the 3D version, but the HD version is good. It's a good remaster. Rayman Origins, not as good as Legends, and mainly because I feel like it just gets really annoying after a while. There's a point about halfway through the game where the levels start getting really annoying. Rocket Knight, if you want to know my full opinions, I have Let's Played this, but I do like it. It's kind of wishy-washy, but I do think it gets way too much hate, and I think it's a fun game. Sam and Max Save the World. Playing this made me want to buy the Steam version. I played this first, and then I was like, wow, man, I really love these characters. I want to try out the original version. But I didn't really get very far in the original version, but I love Save the World a lot, actually. I used to play this a lot. Seen It Movie Night. This was one of those games, again, Xbox Live was going down. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll buy Seen It, and it is one of the most basic Seen It games that you could possibly buy. It is just very bare bones Seen It. There's one on Wii, that's better. It's just, this is a very basic Seen It game. And I get all of them wrong, because I don't know, I don't know, like, the big popular movies from, like, 2011. I just, if there were, like, animated movies, if there was, like, a tier of animated movies, I would get it right. Or, like, movies from, like, maybe the 90s, but I don't really know much about kind of this era, this brief period in time of, like, the early 2010s that this game was made. Shinobi. It's classic, just a port of the arcade version of Shinobi. Great game. It's a port of the arcade version, but it includes the Master System box art, which is kind of strange. Skate 3 is just fantastic. I feel like I shouldn't really have to go into it. It's fantastic. New Skate came out. I'm curious to try it out. I haven't tried it out yet, but it's a great game. Snoopy Flying Ace. So this is the other trial game that I have, and sadly, I really wish I could have gotten to this. This is a game that it's fantastic. I have tons of memories from it. On my original account, way back when, the one that I lost around 2013, I had this game, and it was so much fun. The original Snoopy versus the Red Baron came out in like 2006 for the PSP and the PS2, and it was fine. But the sequel really it adds it in this kind of like, it adds in a sort of serious tone while not being too serious. It's kind of neat. It's hard to describe, but they acted out like it's actually a war rather than just like kind of a goofiness in a way. But it's not super serious, so it's kind of neat. I don't know how I'd describe it. I guess you'd have to like watch videos of it, but it got delisted pretty early on, and luckily I grabbed a trial of it it wasn't I grabbed the trial of it. I think the trial was still on my Xbox. Like, it was the trial and the full game. I just had both of them, and luckily, I lost the account, but I still had the trial. It was a weird situation. I don't really know what happened with it, but I at least have the trial, and that's something. But it was a great game. And you just got to look up videos of it, but it sucks that it got delisted. But it was a great game. Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2. I'll just kind of do them both right now. They're both great games, and I understand the hatred for them, but I've beaten both of these games many, many times, and I'll probably beat them many more times. And then Adventure 2, just awesome. Awesome, awesome game. I'll probably play through it again very shortly, or very soon. Sonic the Fighters, recently I have been seeing videos popping up of people defending Sonic the Fighters, and it's like, thank you, that's what I've been doing all this time. This is just a fun beat-em-up, or a fun arcade game. Absolutely terrible when you're playing with friends, because you can so easily find ways to just, like, obliterate your opponent. But when you're playing single player, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. South Park, let's go, tower defense play. So when Xbox Live was going down, around the time Xbox Live was going down, I got into South Park. I didn't get into South Park until like 2 years ago. It took me way too long to get into South Park. So when the news came out that Xbox Live was going down, and I found out that there were 2 exclusive South Park games released on Xbox Live, I grabbed them immediately. And they are both okay. Tower Defense Play is a fine tower defense game, and Tenderman's Revenge is... Okay, actually, Tenderman's Revenge is pretty crap. It's a 2D platformer with horrible controls. It's weird, the camera is super zoomed out, and you jump like 10 feet in the air whenever you jump, and it's really floaty. It's not a good platformer, but it's something, it's... It's a neat little oddity that it was digital only and only on the Xbox Live Arcade. Spare Parts is a decent little action game. Yeah, it's fun. It's short, and yeah, it's just fine. It was like $5, which was I think a perfect price for that. SpongeBob Underpants Slam is a game that I have insane nostalgia for, and I am so glad they brought it back. It was delisted a long time ago, and then once THQ acquired the rights to SpongeBob, they brought it back, and I am so happy that it's back. Because is the game good? Not really. It's the models are reused from Creature from the Krusty Krab. Music is reused from Creature from the Krusty Krab. Some environments are not reused, but very retooled from Atlantis Corpantis. There's a couple stages that are very obviously like the backgrounds are just taken from that game and then ported over to this. But I played this religiously when I was a kid, so it's fun to replay. Truth or Square is actually a good SpongeBob game, I'd say. The only problem is SpongeBob will not shut up. He just keeps wanting to talk about how happy he is, and as a kid I didn't care, but as an adult I cannot stand it for over like 15 minutes. I start getting really annoyed. Super Meat Boy is great. I don't really know much more to say about that. Super Street Fighter 4 was awesome. Out of all of the Xbox Live Arcade, out of all of the Xbox Live free games to get, the gold ones, whenever they were still offering free games, this was probably the best one. I finally was able to play the arcade edition. I'd only played Super Street Fighter 4 regular on PS3, so when I got this, it was like, yes, finally, I can play this version and then sell the PS3 version. Tekken 6, another Xbox Live Gold game. Never got around to it. I will eventually. Tekken, compared to Street Fighter, Tekken is not a series that I'm really familiar with. I know the games are good. I just need to get around to them. Tetris Splash was one of the first Xbox Live games I bought. And see, I'm pretty sure Donkey talked about it, but it wasn't because of Donkey that I bought it. It was because it was $5 that I bought it. It is just a very basic Tetris game, the most basic one you could possibly play. It's just Tetris with a water theme, and I think it reuses voice lines from Tetris Worlds or some other Tetris game that came out around the same time. The Fancy Pants Adventures, it is a shame that this game is delisted now, because this game is awesome. When after playing it on the school computers for like 500 times, when I finally found out that this was actually on the Xbox Live, I immediately bought it. And it's like it's a shame. It includes Fancy Pants 1s, 2, and 3, which I think now they are on Steam, but for a while they weren't. I feel like only like 2 was on Steam. But yeah, this just includes all 3, and yeah, it feels great playing on the Xbox 360. Tons of nostalgia. Lots and lots of nostalgia. Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Haven't played much of it. I played more Force Unleashed 2 than Force Unleashed 1. So these 2 were other games that I bought when the Xbox Live store was going down. Things on Wheels and TNT Racers. Barely played any of them. I just played the demos to see if they were good, and then I bought them, and then I haven't gotten around to playing them. Toy Story 3. Fun. Not much to say. It's the precursor to Disney Infinity. There's a lot of things here that you're like, oh, that will be eventually implemented in Disney Infinity, because it's the same devs. Charles HD, classic. I feel like most people, there's probably a giant majority of people that if you were to say like, oh, what was your first Xbox Live pick, or like, what was an early Xbox Live Arcade title, they'd say Trials HD, because this game is freaking awesome. So many hours spent in this. Way of the Dog is a really weird. The premise for this is hilarious, and that's why I bought it. It's like, it's an action. It's a rhythm game that is also, you're basically playing a rhythm game, and each tap is like a block or punch. So you're listening to Snoop Dogg songs, and it's like a serious story about Snoop Dogg, and he's like fighting people or something. I've never played it yet, sadly. I really should at some point get around to it, but the premise was so stupid I wanted to buy it. And again, it's gone. It was not part of backwards compatibility. And finally, the classic Who Wants to Be a Billionaire special editions. I only bought this. Again, this was around the time I was getting into South Park. I remember they have a South Park DLC. And I was like, oh, I want to buy this. I want to get the South Park DLC. I bought it, and only after buying it did I realize, oh, the South Park DLC got delisted like 5 years ago. All of the DLC for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire special editions got delisted like 5 years ago. So now it's basically worthless. It is just a very, very generic Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game. I mean, it's just whatever. So that's it. That's it. An hour and 15 minutes spent on all of these Xbox games. I got 2 massive piles here. I may do more collection streams in the future. I have over 100 Wii games, so that would make for an interesting collection stream. And if I want to include Wii U as well, it would be like a 2-hour long stream. But for now, that's it.